Well, we got more Clash of Critters for you, and if you saw the video yesterday, we went through and ranked every single DPS, and today we're going to be ranking the best healers, and there you go, video over, that's the only one. I'm just kidding on it there. We're actually going to be going through today and ranking every single one of the Guardians on here. That's going to be the one up here with the sword on it, but first things first, you've probably seen it on there. I have a new icon, a new profile pic. I reached out to Monsdraw there, another Clash of Critters creator there, and if you can go over their channel, check them out. A lot of cool stuff over there. That's how I found them, and I said, hey, I like your art style, make me a profile pic, and this is what I got right here. So couldn't be happier with it. Let me know what you guys think. But given that we only have 10 of these things today, I'm going to include the lower rarity one, and you might be thinking that's going to be the bottom of the list there. Nope, not at all. I'm throwing the kangaroo down there, or puncheroo. This is one, as we all know, nobody likes this thing. This thing really needs a buff coming to it, and hopefully we see one soon. But this thing just doesn't really do too much out there as far as the skill on it. Swings fist to deal AoE damage, charging increases both damage and range, inflicts fragile, which is nice when fully charged, sometimes reaches fully charged instantly. And this can be good inside the dojo, but this is one that anybody that sees this slotted goes, nope, pulling it out, putting something else in, goodbye. But the next one I am going to throw in there will finally be Zapooch, and to be completely honest with you, I would move this thing up if there was a tier 3 evolution, but given that this is a rare style Tataris out there, we just don't get it. But you see, it unleashes a rapid series of chain lightning strikes. This thing's still pretty solid. I really need to go and invest in some more food on this thing, given that it's sitting at E, but it'll take some time before we get it there. But still, this is a great one, especially when you have everything else at tier 1 and tier 2 to go and pop this one out there. After that though, we're gonna throw Nekowatt here. This is the one that pairs up with Silver Seer on it, gets those little buddy pale boosts on it. And as I said, if Zapooch there did have a tier 3, it would be right above this one right here. But this one, I'm not really a fan of it at all. I mean, I know in Dojo I've used it in there, haven't used it in a while in it, but this one is going to have that buff in there for the attack and defense on it. And Voltazar shares the Paw Pale's bond whenever on the field. So if you are one using Silver Seer there, then this might be something to go for. And I know a lot of people will go and pair this one up with Silver Seer inside Horde Invasion, but for me, I just completely stay away from this. We're gonna have to go and take it up to tier 3 eventually on it, just to get it off the list. After that one though, I would probably put Ninja Guana up here, or what I'm used to actually seeing is Skinkoon. I just got this thing up to tier 3. This is a very annoying one inside the dojo with it, but inside the chapters, it's more just kind of like it tricks the enemy, if anything, where they're like, oh, I'm not going to attack you, oh, I'm going to attack you, oh, you're invincible, not going to attack you. So it does have that aspect of it, but as you get later in, for me at least, this thing doesn't really seem to be doing a whole lot. It does have AoE, we've got the invisibles we talk about, and it is going to gain attack range and reduce cooldown, but like I said, I'm not really a fan of it. I just got it up to tier 3 to see if that was going to help inside the dojo. But moving on to the 6th place on it, which I'm still waiting to get up to tier 3, the kitty cat here as I call it. This is the one that's going to jump in front of the front line. It's going to be doing some damage out there. Once it takes enough damage, it hops back, does some healing on it, and this is actually a pretty nice Tataris to have out. I'm a fan of it. I was hoping to get this up to tier 3. I picked up a couple other ones just because they were a little bit closer in star range on it, but I still have goals to get it there and see how it does in there. And be honest, I'm not even sure what the tier 3 skill is going to be on it. So the tier 2 uses a chi attack to deal AoE damage, can dash forward and recover HP when hitting burning enemies, or retreat and meditate to heal over time when in danger. And in tier 3, it looks like it's going to be getting some inflict burn in there. So we'll have to see how well it does. But on to the top 5 of them here. I mean, there's not a lot, so that came pretty fast on it. Out of the top 5, which one would I go and probably put in 5th place on it? I mean, as much as I do like the turtle and I got this one up pretty fast on it, getting some of these other ones up to tier 3, I think I'm liking them a little bit better in the fact of going and playing Gold Rush. Don't get me wrong, this one still is pretty solid in Gold Rush. It's going to toss the shell out. That shell is going to do damage. If it goes and passes over one of your own Tataris there, it's going to grant them a shield. So this one is kind of nice, and I still do use this one a lot. But to be honest with you, this one feels a little bit more of like a support style than more of a damage dealer out there. So we're going to throw that one in 5th. Coming in fourth place though, I think I'm actually going to go and throw the crab on this one here, given that this one is pretty nice. Once again, it's working great inside the Gold Rush there, has a nice range on it, and it does seem to hold up halfway decent. When I'm using it in chapters though, I'll go and throw this thing out, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's not really doing as great as I thought it was. I mean, it is at D rating right now, which technically these other ones are up there too, so I can't really judge that on it or blame that on it. But this is going to be one of those ones where it is going to have an attack boost when healed, so maybe I need to just get a little bit more of a healer on it. But it is going to have that AoE, it's going to have that shredded out there. Still, don't get me wrong, this is still number 4 on it, still a solid one. I just think that these other 3 ones are going to be a little better. And going right into third place on it, the one I just grabbed the other day, that's going to be Verarine, and this is specific in tier 3 on it, because once you get up to that point, when making the attacks on it, you're going to get brief invincibility when attacking, and then the other thing too, AoE damage, it's going to have some paralysis. I'm actually really liking this one. Wasn't really too much of a fan in tier 1, tier 2, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was doing okay, but now that I got this thing here, it has that invincibility, this thing seems to be shining pretty nice. But moving on to the top 2, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Blitzmane in first, or is it going to be Pyro Pop or Hellhound in first? I'm actually going to throw Hellhound here in second place on it. As much as I do like this, and I've been using this thing solid, I mean, this is my front line for the fire on it. It is going to have that whole kind of shooting the waves out on it. I think it hits like 2 blocks in front of you, but AoE damage inflicts weak. That's going to be huge for GR for you. And obviously this thing's pretty strong because we've been ranking this pretty high all the way through the game here. But this is a very nice one to get. Like I said, I always use it right in the front line. It seems to be holding its own. We're pretty close to going and taking this up to, let's see, the C rank here. So I have been kind of going through and feeding things these +5 just to get everything up a little more. We are starting to run down on a little bit of them there, but yeah, this one is a good one to get. But obviously at top 1 there, I'm throwing Blitzmane or Stormline. We've already got this thing at tier 4 on it. And the big things about this is we are going to have that knockback. It is going to have the actual buff there for damage boost, morale, so anything that's touching this, you'll kind of see them get enlightened with lightning streaks on it, but this is going to be a nice one overall. And as far as that morale damage on it here, let's see what we actually got by going to the skill, looking at that. It's going to give a damage boost of 20%. And from my understanding, that damage boost is getting tacked on to the end. So if you can think of all those other attack boosts that are out there, and then finally you get that number, and then we go and slap an additional 20% on it. Not really certain how the damage calculations are done in this, but just know this thing's a great one to have. But really, knockback on it, horde invasion, even in Gold Rush, all around this thing's just a top tier Tatari to go and throw out there. So I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot easier to do than the other one there of having 23 of them. That's the 10 of them right there. And I think tomorrow we'll probably come back and go through and do another one there, because I think we still have a decent number here inside for the actual tanks. But if you didn't see the one on the DPS, maybe take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.